here with LFA flyweight champ, man. Soon to be making his Contender Series debut. Victor Altamirano, man. How you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
Great, man. Let's talk about this fight coming up, man. You finally gonna get a shot, to get into the UFC. It's been a long time coming. You won the belt at LFA. You beat a guy that Dana White praised highly. A contender vet in Nate Smith. So now you're getting your shot, man. And I know they switched opponents. You're gonna be facing Carlos Candelario.
Candelario, yes.
Man, talk to us about this opportunity you got ahead of you, man.
This is a big opportunity. Of course, it's a big opportunity for anybody in this field. The MMA career. We're very, very proud for our team, really, our gym. At Big Forms Watauga, we've been doing a lot of work heading to this direction. This is the main goal. Sometimes I also come here and be fit. They have amazing strikers, as you can tell, so we get some rounds in here. It is a very big team effort, and we're always working towards a goal. We're always working towards something, and every time there's a goal that is before us, it just gets bigger and bigger. And now here we are before the UFC Contender Series, the biggest goal so far. Before this happened, we had the biggest goal so far. We had the LFA title. So it's really just a growth of goals. And I guess if you see it in the bigger picture, the main goal is to continue to have big goals.
Yeah, and with each one of your fights, you could see the improvement each time that you went in there. All your fights were prelims. The world really didn't get to see you until, LFA. You were on LFA's first card, LFA 1, and you won the title on their 100th event. It all coming around full circle. Now you get this shot. Was this planned out? Is this how you wanted it to go, or is it just something that just manifested through your winning and your hard work?
The UFC is always the epitome, right? The UFC is the epitome of the sport. This is where people want to make it. You either make it to UFC, or you make it to Bellator, or you make it to ONE. Those are the highest levels of the MMA in the career. I wanted to be in the UFC. I wanted to work towards it. That's something that we've been working towards it. This has been the goal for a very long time, but we haven't made it our main goal all the time because we had to remain focused on the little steps that we have, on the little steps that need to be taken seriously to achieve the big one. If we would have had UFC in our minds from fight number 1, we might have been not focused enough for this present fight that we have in front of us, and so forth and so on. So although the UFC is the overall general goal, and it has been for a while, we also make sure that whatever fight we have in the immediate present is the one that's the most important, no matter what. And my goal is, my dream is to have more of our team, more of my contemporaries that I train with, to reach this level as well.
You've always said that. Every interview that I've done with you, from all your fights, your answer has been the same. It's never been, oh, I'm gonna go to UFC after 1 win, 2 wins, 3 wins. It's always you had a plan. Like you said, steps. Man, talk to us so far about this journey so far. That you got here. Now it's time to take one more step up to to one of your goals.
It's been a long journey, which is something that I'm very fortunate of, because it's been very enjoyable. And if it's enjoyable, I do want it to be a long one. I do want it to be one that's full of any emotions. There's been hard times, there's been good times, but throughout all of them, we've been having a strong team. We've been having people pushing me through, helping me out. I've had the chance to help people out. I had the chance to corner people. I had the chance to help my teammates get ready for the fights. There's wins, there's losses, and all of it is not necessarily for the UFC or making it to K1 or F1 or whatever. The main goal is just to get better, not just for me, but for my opponents, and not just for my opponents, but also for my teammates. Our goal is to be the best in the world that we can be. And when you train with these people with this mindset of, oh, I want to be the best, we just bring that out of each other. We make sure that this journey is full of constant testing with each other because we want to bring the best out of each other. And that's what this journey has been. It's been, hey, I'm really bad at this, so help me. I'm really good at this, let me help you. And it's just very fulfilling to have a team that helps you grow and is welcome and receiving of the adversity that you experience together.
Yeah, and speaking of togetherness, I mean, you've been with Coach Tatum for a minute now, and you finally get this shot. You don't really see that a lot nowadays. You see fighters, when it flipping from gym to gym, switching up. But I mean, you and Juan, y'all been together since day one, man, and now, you're about to see the fruits of your labor, all the hard work that y'all been together, man. Tell us about Coach, man, a little bit, how he's helped you along the way.
He's helped me in so many ways. But if I want to make it brief and still encapsulate the importance, he holds me accountable to the goal I set myself. He holds me and the entire team accountable for the things we say we really want in life. Everybody says, I want to have this, I want to have that. And Juan just makes sure that he realizes how important that is to you and reminds you and holds you accountable for what you say to make sure, hey, are you just saying this because what you said is important to me, and if what you say is not important to you, then there's a little bit of a problem, right? So the biggest way that he's helped me is that he's held me accountable for the things I've said I want to do, and he does that with everyone in the gym. And I think that is the reason why we just have a really strong mindset when it comes to competition, when it comes to just training on the everyday basis.
Man, that sounds like a great relationship that Coach has out there with his team and the rest of you guys. Man, let's talk about what was it like going out there to the UFCPI, man. You know, finally in there. I know you did some interviews out there, did a little promo cut. Man, what was that experience like?
It was really cool. It was super wonderful. It's one of the biggest things that really got me was the fact that I've been doing this my whole life. A lot of people in my field have been doing this for years, and no one who does this as long as I have, as long as the people here in VFit have, as long as the people in Peak Performance have, no one that fights as regularly as the people I am around with has taken this seriously, like, to this point, right? And all this time we've just been in cards here and there, the LFA, the UFC, that's our goal. But just to be around the people who have stuck with it, just to be surrounded by everyone. Everyone I saw in the UFC was not only a fan, but a very important person that held martial arts as a very important part in their life. And everyone I saw when I went on my trip to Vegas has dedicated their life to the same thing I've dedicated my life to. And very seldom outside of my gym do I get to be around these people. Very seldom outside of my gym do I get to be around the people who just do what they love and they have continued to do it for decades and years. Very seldom do I encounter these people. And so it really, really got to me that from all over this world, from all over the world, Brazil, Poland, Canada, the US, everywhere, they come together and they say, you know what? I know what you're talking about. I know a Kimura. I know a round kick. I know the intricacies of striking. I know this and that. And just to share the space of people who have been sharing this passion for the sport. And not only the athletes, but the people who work there for the UFC, they share the passion for the sport as well. And it hit me because it wasn't into that moment that I realized, dang, the whole world cares about this.
Yeah, it's a lot of eyes on this. You're just one of many fighters who get their opportunity on the Contender Series, and each one of you have a story to tell, man. And I'm excited that you get to tell yours. I've been telling it as much as I can, and now you're going to be on a bigger platform, and I can't wait to see the people meet Victor as I've met him and know what he's capable of. Man, I know you have a passion for music, man. Tell us a little bit about that.
Man, my passion for music is just something that I hold dear to me because I have an addiction to being perfect and just achieving it. I know no one is perfect. I know I may not ever achieve perfection, but Music helps me practice that. It helps me make sure that I devote myself to something without having the pressure of competition. I do not enter competitions on cello. I do not enter concerts. I do not enter auditions. I dedicate myself to something that I put no pressure on me whatsoever. And that's just really important for me to have, to find that something that's beautiful that I like to do and create and learn and grow in, that I'm the only one that holds myself accountable for it. No one cares if I ever make it to Carnegie Hall, but I like it, and just doing it for the pure sake of me liking it really helps me stay focused in the things that I do take seriously.
Man, speaking of pressure, do you feel any pressure going into this fight next Tuesday?
Of course, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't feel the pressure? But I have the choice of allowing that pressure to push me forward, just downwards, or I have the option to look at the pressure as thrusting me more in towards whatever happens. There's two types of pressures. There's pressures that comes from above and pressures that come from below. And my team, my sparring partners, my coaches, this is the pressure that they're giving me. They're giving me the pressure to thrust ourselves into greatness, into great opportunities. That's the pressure that I'm feeling.
Man, I can't wait for you to make your Contender Series debut next Tuesday, August 31st, here in Las Vegas. Victor, any shout-outs you want to give out to family, friends, or sponsors that'll be tuning in that night?
Of course, I'd like to give a shout out to people from Watauga for my main gym. That's it. And Be Fit for helping me here with the sparring rounds. Great strikers here. My wife Emily Rose, I love you. My son, he's new to the world. He'll see what's up. So I love you too. And Cryo Nation, IV Bars for being my sponsors this whole time. It's been really good. Actually on Saturdays I do 2 sparring sessions. I go wake up, I spar at Peak Watauga, I come back here and I spar again. And without Cryo Nation, I'm telling you, if you've ever tried cryotherapy, I wouldn't have been able to pull 2 sparring sessions back to back unless I did that cryo in between. So that's been really helping me out. So shout out to them. Thank you everyone for helping me out. Thank you, Texas Roundup. Been there from the beginning. I think for Elephant One, you were there with Legacy. So this is what's up. These are the people we're surrounded with. People who stick with it, are dedicated, and just continue to do what they love. And I'm grateful to be around these people.
Hey, Victor, I appreciate your time, man. Thank you so much. Can't wait to see you, man. Best of luck to you, brother, man. Look forward to seeing you.
Thank you.